Welcome to We Like D&D, the show where we talk about our favorite hobby, D&D and TTRPGs and variety show style segments. I'm Kelly from the YouTube channel Power Word Spill, and I'm joined by one of my best friends and DM Inspirations, Alec.
I'm still here. I'm still in a tux.
2 weeks later, still in a tux.
He hasn't changed.
Would you like to roll for introduction?
Sure would, bud. 13. That's I've been doing a lot of public speaking lately, so that is my average introduction.
Wow, nice. Very good. Very polite. I like you.
Thanks, brother. I like you too.
That was really nice, you guys.
Also, that would be a 10, but you're wearing a tux, so it's 13.
Yeah, true.
I'm also joined by my long-term roommate / wife, Loren.
Hi.
Would you like to roll for introduction? I was expecting some more there.
No, that was it. Yes, I would love to roll. It's a 9. Well, since we're coming up to Halloween, I will say that I am in costume, introducing myself. We're not at a costume party.
Yeah.
I think I just came to this party assuming everyone would be dressed for Halloween, and they're not. So it's just like a little bit awkward. It's a pleasant enough interaction. It's just like, oh, you're dressed like the Little Mermaid. Why? This is an office environment.
Yeah, for sure. And that shell bikini, not appropriate.
Well, I'm wearing it over a button up.
I have nothing to add.
Call HR, Kelly.
This is gold. Our first segment is show and tell. And although she is wearing a shell bra over a button-up, Loren has brought something else to show and tell you about, and so have the rest of us. You heard our pitches at the beginning of the month in the previous episode, and now we're going to share the ones we didn't share back then. Who'd like to go first?
Well, I went first last episode, so I'll go first again.
All right.
And like I mentioned, I brought in the adventure that Alec maliciously used to murder my character.
Yeah, super unfairly.
Yeah, super unfairly. He just went after me, targeted. No.
It's not true. What I did do was maliciously shove Kelly in a locker afterwards.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah.
To be fair, Kelly did ask him to do that.
I was asking for it, literally.
Yeah.
He was also naked then, too.
That joke is for the previous episode and for the previous episode only.
If you're here, you're probably continuing on from last time.
No, we're leaving it there. That's episode 12's special little thing. That's episode 12's special little guy.
It's interesting. When I'm naked, I also refer to it as my special little thing.
Moving on. I have a free haunted house adventure released by Wizards of the Coast.
Oh, cool.
It's called Death House, and it is the optional intro adventure for Curse of Strahd, written by Chris Perkins, as well as Jeremy Crawford was in and amongst it as well.
Hell yeah.
So it's the free intro adventure, and they released it for free as a standalone thing that you can download from the Wizards website directly.
Nice.
So explain this to me. This is content that is in the Curse of Strahd adventure book.
I assume that it's in the Curse of Strahd adventure
Because you're
book.
telling me that I ran this.
You definitely ran it.
And your character died in it.
And my character definitely died in it.
Okay, sick.
But it's also a standalone adventure that they released. So maybe it's in the book and they just released it. I haven't actually read the Curse of Strahd book. I've only been killed by it.
Fair. Well, I, as you know, ran Beth the Bard's. She's the Ancient, so it's possible that Beth the Bard took Death House and incorporated it in. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember reading like a standalone adventure when I ran for you guys.
Maybe it's just part of the book. It could just be part of the book.
In any case, very cool that it's released for free.
Yeah.
And very cool that you can use it to kill your own PC.
Yeah. And it is deadly. I will say that. So this would be a great opportunity for a one shot.
What do you mean by that?
It's all the monsters are definitely, it's level 1 to 3. So I mean, you're in
I think he was asking what a one-shot is. Never heard of him.
Yeah, so it's basically the gist of it is you're exploring this house looking for something or trying to escape, and there's lots of different traps and puzzles and spooky things wandering around, including a shambling mound. That sounds
Shambling
familiar,
mound?
Al?
I thought it was a gibbering mound.
It's a shambling mound.
That's different. Related, but different.
Mine gibbered.
Okay. Well, then maybe this is a completely different adventure.
It's starting to come back to me. You guys met the ghosts of some orphans outside, right?
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We had to go in and help find them or something.
Yeah. Or find
their parents or
their
something.
parents or something like that.
We were going in to help them somehow.
I did the worst lower class British accent I've ever done for those kids.
I don't think it was bad.
Like, please, sir.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Hello, mum.
But yeah, so there's a whole portion above ground in the house itself. There's 2 floors and lots of spooky things going on. And I definitely distinctly remember your descriptions of all the weird like stuff going on with the dinner table and weird paintings and all. There's all kinds of spooky things like classic haunted house stuff. And then there's a secret door that you find and you go down below the house into the dungeon where you will need to fight all kinds of other monsters. And yeah, it's definitely very deadly. Levels 1 to 3. So if you run this as a one shot, definitely let your players know and have them bring a backup character. But I think it would be a really fun Halloween event, and just to play some brutally difficult D&D, but in a very spooky setting. And written by Chris Perkins as part of Curse of Strahd, so you know it's going to be good. So yeah, you can. It's 12 pages of content. There are 38 rooms in the house and dungeon.
Holy.
So it's pretty extensive, and the vibes are extremely spooky, and it's a great time.
Cool. So you've read it?
I haven't read it. I've just played it.
Fair. I was going to ask you if it talks about it being deadly.
It does. Yeah. Did
I talk to you guys about things being deadly?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
definitely
Curse of
talked about
Strahd
that.
is
Yeah, we
deadly,
all.
so.
I think we all had backup characters.
Absolutely
No,
not.
we didn't. But we were told to think about them.
Oh well, I had a backup character. I made a backup
maybe
character.
we did. Yeah, because I mean,
And you obviously had to build a backup character.
I built a backup character. It wasn't ready to go, but yeah, it's you definitely talked about it because Curse of Strahd is very deadly for sure.
Yeah.
So we all came prepared for that for sure. So yeah,
I'm also so
totally
sorry.
giving Alec a hard time.
I'm reading the notes from this session. It was a gibbering mound.
Oh,
She's the ancient, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. The notes I have.
great
from this
audio
session,
content, Loren. Now I have to go and open the thing and read it.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, when are we going to resolve this? You
Wait,
brought it up.
no, this is great because Kelly's brought this in as show and tell. We have experience with it. Some of us had a good time. Some of us didn't. We can expound upon that experience as per the request of friend of the show, Erica.
Exactly.
By having Loren read out her notes from that session.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was a couple sessions.
Yeah, these actually these notes that I have, I wasn't the designated note taker for this campaign. It was actually other friend Kevin.
Oh.
And in the official adventure, it is a shambling mound.
Okay, so maybe it was, a switch up. So in these notes, I have here that we are, as a group, investigating this room, and a gibbering mound rose out of the water. I guess this is spoilers for this adventure. So maybe skip ahead a few minutes. But what happened with us is we were investigating a room, a gibbering mound rose out of the water, and it was a very difficult fight. It fully ate one person.
Okay, well, now it's my turn, Dom. Actually, a gibbering mound is not a thing.
Okay.
There's a gibbering
Take it up with Beth the
mouther.
Bard.
There's a gibbering mouther and a shambling mound. But probably got lost in exposition.
I can definitely tell you what happened was I don't look at the reference material when I'm running, and it just became a gibbering mound because that's what I improv.
And that is what it is now in our world.
A gibbering mound.
You guys, actuallying me. I'm actuallying you. But yeah, we spent a long time wandering around. We definitely explored like every single room. We were just getting to know these characters, and then we went down to the dungeon and had a very difficult fight with this gibbering mound, and I don't. It was pretty unceremonious. I think it just just stomped me, and I died.
No, okay. So let me again clarify from these notes in your favor.
Oh.
The gibbering mound ate somebody who was with us, I think an NPC, and then your character rushed in and tried to like attack the gibbering mound, and it just like leveled you with like a really deadly blow.
Heroic.
Rough.
Yeah, it was heroic. And then while you were like down, it just kept hitting you.
Oh, classic Alec. Hit me while I'm down.
That's the Alec special.
You know it.
Well, there you go, Erica. That's the story of the non-existent gibbering mound, I guess, killing Kelly's character.
But
heroically,
we did have a lot of fun with that adventure, and I distinctly remember all the flavor in the rooms as being very creepy. And Alec did a great job of describing everything, and it was a very spooky experience.
One thing I do remember is being myself a little surprised that I killed you and not doing a great job of describing your character's death.
No, I think it was nice. I remember I had a pet ferret.
Yeah. And she ran
Susie,
away.
You like described like the ferret like freaking out because I died, and then like I can't remember what, but I remember it being nice at the time.
Yeah.
So I think you did a good job.
I know you've been razzing me like it was not a good character death, but I have always distinctly remembered it as being an unsatisfying character death.
Okay, I didn't feel that at all in person.
Well,
I felt like,
let me return to the notes, because there are notes on this. Thank you, Kevin, who is definitely not listening to this podcast. That we picked up the following session with all of us standing around your body that was like on this altar. It would have been placed on this altar. And then we did a little vignette of Suzanne the ferret returning.
Oh, yeah.
Back.
I remember that. Yeah. See, it was nice.
Returning back home from Barovia.
Yeah.
And then we were like looking for her.
Finding my roommate.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we were all just like talking about like, oh, like maybe she didn't want to like stick around without him.
Yeah. Yeah. And because the premise of this, the premise of Curse of Strahd is you get brought in from other worlds, but the premise for our Curse of Strahd campaign was Isekai.
Yeah, Isekai.
Where we got brought in from the real world. And so we were all regular real world IRL people getting pulled into Curse of Strahd. So we made like fun modern characters.
Yeah.
Well, I am sad that we never got to finish that campaign. I would love to play through Curse of Strahd for real.
Honestly, let's just do it.
Okay, let's do it.
A great
It's 3 a.m. Let's start right now.
a great idea for show and tell, though, to bring in.
Yeah, show and tell / history check there for us. And you too can experience character death this Halloween with Death House by Chris Perkins.
Only if you're lucky.
All right, who's going next? Which one of you?
Alec.
Oh, it's me. I brought in Stranger in Town by Ghost Ape Games.
Ooh.
Like I said, it's an episodic RPG built to echo the formula of 80s action TV. Adventures and characters can have up to like 10 subgenres. I'll just read a few of them.
Okay.
Action Team, Highway Justice, Dragon Fist, Delta Force, One Man Army, Water Crime Unit, and Robocar.
Nice.
So Stranger in Town is this TTRPG where it's not like inspired by 80s TV. It's like your characters are literally characters in an 80s TV show.
Okay.
So the system or the TTRPG kind of manual is laid out and written and flavored like a TV guide.
Oh, cool. That's
fun.
Yeah.
That's very fun.
You've got these adventures, or preferably sessions, but for us it would probably be longer than a session. Are episodes, and like the GMs are encouraged to prep to the beats of 80s TV, including like ad breaks.
Oh,
That's fun.
And the goal isn't to have like an airtight, realistic story. It's about keeping the rhythm of the story alive.
Cool.
And so,
Practice and pacing.
yeah. Heroes have plot armor points, which are kind of like heist tokens.
yeah.
Cool.
They can spend to dodge a hail of bullets that should have hit, turn a failure into a success, or conjure a convenient forklift or gas can into the scene.
Nice.
When the PAPs, or plot armor points, are gone, the hero takes a heroic wound instead of dying. They wind up in a sling with a bandaged head or something like that.
Cool.
And it's all forgotten at the start of the next episode.
Nice.
It's a D20 system. It's powered by, so it's by Ghost Ape Games. And Ghost Ape has its own system.
Oh,
It's supposed to
cool.
be like genre and setting agnostic called the Ghost Ape system, or
Okay.
GAS,
Oh, cool.
which is pay what you want on Drive-Thru RPG.
Nice.
And so this is a variation of the GAS system.
Cool.
It's a D20 system with like tiered results in this case, and it's very favored towards the players. So like a 10 plus, it's a success and it looks cool. 5 to 9 is success with consequences, and 1 to 4 is like a failure, but it's like slapstick failure.
Right.
Oh, wow. So yeah, a lot of success.
Yeah. And once per episode, the party can cue the theme song. And for the next set number of rolls, the heroes roll with advantage, and moments are described in slow-mo and with one-liners.
Amazing.
And then each episode has a ratings score, like you're competing against other television shows in the ratings. And basically the GM can give you start with a rating score of 10, and then the GM will give you +1 or -1 to your rating throughout the episode based on like, was the action cool? Was there one-liners?
Right.
Was it in genre? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ratings points actually matter in the long term, because when you're like a prime time hit, your players characters get fame points. And at the end of the season, you can spend the fame points to improve your television show.
That's so fun.
Wow.
I love that idea.
That's very cool.
And
I love when when the writers go really hard on a theme.
Yeah.
Like, that's really fun.
it's not a veneer. It is thorough.
Yeah.
And like they talk about the goal not being survival or anything. It's to make it into syndication. So your players have to survive 100 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then if you take it that far, then you get syndication bonuses.
That's very fun.
Incredible.
I thought it was a very cute idea. And there's been TTRPGs throughout our hobby's history that have played with this idea, going back, from what I can tell, at least as far as 1989.
Wow.
There was a game called It Came from the Late, Late, Late Show by Stellar Games, or published by Stellar Games, and it was written by Tritac Studios, I think is what they were called.
Cool.
And I found a review of it in one of the zines from back in the day.
Ooh.
And they were basically like, the mechanics are way too burdensome for such a silly concept, like 2 out of 5 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
But
harsh.
cool that they were having these ideas.
Yeah.
Because
very cool.
the idea of It Came from the Late, Late, Late Show was that they were actors in a B movie.
Oh, that's
players.
so fun. I really like that. I'm so curious.
That's very fun because Dimension 20 did a series called Never Stop Blowing Up, which was an action series where people got pulled into regular people got pulled into 80s action movies or like an 80s action movie world, and they actually released that system for free. It's called Never Stop Blowing Up after the series, but it doesn't go, it's more like capturing the feel of 80s action movie stars in
like,
an 80s
like
action movie world, not so much like the TV show aspect of it, which is a really cool element that I haven't seen anywhere else. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's super unique.
Oh, that's really neat.
I'd try an episode.
Yeah.
I'd try a pilot.
How in depth is the, like, what's the time commitment like for getting into this game? How many pages is that book?
Well, it's 22 minutes plus ads.
So it's not too bad, actually. So the book itself is 61 pages. However,
No, that's not bad.
Yeah.
a lot of it is like roll tables for henchmen, minions, villains, like these sorts of things, townies,
Nice.
running gags, freeze frame finales, like that sort of thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
They did really go hard on this.
They went super hard. So even the table of contents, instead of telling you what page it's on, it says 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m., 9 p.m., and you just kind of have to find it yourself.
That's really funny.
Truly
Real hard on the
form over function.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That's really cool. I would be interested in trying that for
Totally.
sure.
The system it's built on is free, but the 60-page module for this specific version, this specific game, is about $4 on Drive-Thru
wow.
RPG.
So cheap.
That's really affordable.
That's wild. Okay.
I do have to say, my one little thing,
One little gripe.
that in my exploration is the Ghost Ape system,
Yeah.
the GAS system, which is like the pay what you want core rulebook, claims that the system is built on the simple promise that you don't need 100 subsystems to tell a story.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
that book is 425 pages long,
Oh my God.
Holy smokes. Okay.
which is a lot of free content.
That is a lot of free content.
And I think it's like, here's all the spells you could use if you have a magical world. Here's all of this. Here's all of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's 425
Yeah.
pages.
Who's got
Yeah.
time for that?
Ain't nobody got time for that. I have time for that. Ghost Ape, I'm going to read your core rule book.
That is cool though. Yeah, I wonder, hopefully there's like 100 pages that you can read and then be good with the system. Hopefully it's kind of like that kind of thing.
Yes.
And the rest is just like need to know. You can like look it up.
Reference book.
And I do have to say, the $4 stranger in town thing gives you like the Cliff's Notes of the rules and basically says, we really told you everything you need to know.
Nice.
You can just run it based off of these are how you run rules.
Okay,
this
great.
is, and if you would like to read more rules,
Yeah.
go get our free system.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool then. Wow, that's sweet. Well, I'm pretty intrigued. I definitely that could be a very fun aesthetic to play with and a genre to play with.
Totally.
Loren, what do you got for us?
All right.
Tell me about your community resource.
Yeah, my free community Daggerheart resource.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is basically for people who are interested in Daggerheart, but maybe you don't have the cards or you don't like physical cards, or you like whatever, want to keep all your assets digital, but still well organized. This is the resource for you.
Okay.
So this is called Dagger Base. It is, I found it on the Daggerheart subreddit, actually. It's by somebody named Orthling.
Okay.
It's very cool. So it started as a spreadsheet, and then the creator ported everything over into like a Notion database, essentially. And based on the comments, it looks like they're also trying to migrate it onto Obsidian. So if people are interested, I mean, obviously you did a very popular Obsidian video. People are into Obsidian.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep an eye out for that, I guess. So essentially what
Very
it is,
cool.
I mean, what I said, a free community database of all the stat blocks in the SRD for Daggerbase. So it has all of like the domains, the classes and subclasses, ancestries, environments, adversaries, communities, items, and consumables, all in like little tabs across the top. Right now, the only things that have art are the domains. It's like very cute little pixel art. So I really think you should go look it up because it just looks very cute. But the creator has said that they're interested in doing art for everything eventually. They are actively working on it. But yeah, it's essentially like everything is linked. So you can click on one of the abilities, for example, it'll tell you like which domain it goes with and like what level it is. They're all just like individual little cards in this tab where you can just see everything.
Nice. That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's super easy to navigate. I think the pixel art, like I said, really cool. And I like that the creator is very like interested and committed in making it better. Like they're in the comments. So like they posted it on this subreddit and they're like really active in the comments of people being like, oh, I think you missed this. And like, oh, thanks, updated, like whatever. So they're like really in there, which is awesome. I can see this being super useful for GMs like looking to get into Daggerheart without like a big investment, because you don't have to like buy any of the cards. Everything's kind of like all laid out. I mean, even the spreadsheet that they started with was like a lot more organized with everything. And I guess if you're a player, like I wish I was a Notion girly. I'm not currently. I'm on my journey to becoming a Notion girly. So I'm not totally sure how this works, but I'm sure you could like get in there and like copy some of the cards that are applicable and like use it as like a character sheet.
Okay. Interesting.
Potentially.
Cool.
Yeah. I wonder how this would compare, because obviously Daggerheart is on VTTs.
Can you Cliff's Notes what Notion is for me?
It's like an advanced spreadsheet application.
Am I like barking up the right tree thinking about like OneNote?
Similar.
Yeah.
I think it has more function, like more capabilities than OneNote,
Yeah.
or like different capabilities, I guess.
Yeah.
You can use it for a lot of different organizational purposes. Like you
It's
like
for project organization.
yeah, like project management, project organization.
That's why I
that sort
don't
of
know
thing.
about it, because I suck at project management and project organization.
Yeah, well, you can use it for a lot of different things.
Knitting
D&D,
patterns.
for example. Yeah. Yeah, hobbies and stuff. I mean, I use it at work for project management, but it's super easy to categorize all your little things, all your special little guys. Anyway,
All right. That was a
Daggerheart.
10-minute tangent.
Dagger Base, check it out.
Yeah. So why would why would someone use this over a VTT? That's what I'm not Why is this more useful than a VTT?
That's a great question. And I have not looked at the VTT where the Daggerheart stuff is all available. So I don't know.
Demiplane's kind of like D&D Beyond, but I mean, it does have a subscription, so it's $5. But yeah, okay, interesting. If you were to sell me on why I should use this, tell me why I should use this.
Because I think it looks pretty.
Okay, nice.
It is free.
Yeah,
Is
good.
their VTT free?
No, it's not free. You can get the cards off the website in PDF format for free.
And then print them off. Yeah. So I guess if you don't want physical cards, like I said, you're not into physical cards and you don't want to invest the time and the money to print all of those cards off, they are all typed out very nicely, linked to everything they need to be linked to, class-wise, domain-wise, very easy to navigate, I think. I think it's for a very specific type of person. And it is directly marketing towards me, because if I ever were to, I think, run something in Daggerheart, the way that this is all laid out just makes a lot of sense to me. And it's so easy to find. Like any information that I would be looking for, way
like it
easier.
has more than the cards? Because the cards really are only used for character building.
Yes, because it also has like information on... like it has stat blocks for adversaries.
Oh, cool.
And it has like environment stuff. So like all the different tiered environment, like mountain passes and rivers and like all that kind of thing.
Okay, so it's got all the stuff from the SRD.
Yeah, everything from the SRD. Like
nice.
items as well. There's like stuff on the wheelchairs and stuff. So like it's like everything from the SRD.
I thought it was just the domain cards.
No. Yeah, it's everything from the SRD.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's such a cool example of like what makes the TTRPG community great is like people are always willing to put in the time to try to make the best version of something. And like you were talking about how people were commenting like constructive criticisms, like, oh, it's missing this, it needs this in like a good way. And the creator was like, yeah, I got it. Yeah. It's like everybody involved in that.
Yeah.
Is
That's
like,
awesome.
just wants to make a better thing, better experience for the community. And that's one of the things I really love.
Yeah, definitely. They even put, there's an email at the bottom of at the very bottom of the page on Notion that's like, yeah, if like you have feedback or any other ideas, like shoot me an email.
Very
if this
cool.
needs work. Yeah.
Cool.
So shout out Orthling. I think it's very
awesome.
cool.
Shout out Orthling for sure.
Daggerbase on Notion. Check it out. That segment was brought to you by Haunted Houses. Haunted Houses. Is that a little pee in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
It's definitely pee. It's a little pee in my pants.
Are people just seeing you and coming?
I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time.
It was one time.
And you did have to rip away his pants and thong and throw them away. And now it's time for Pop Culture Character Build, a segment where we take a character from our favorite books, video games, movies, TV shows, or other media and turn them into 5th edition characters. For spooky season, we're doing this one a little differently from how we've done them in the past, and we each brought in a different villain in case you want inspiration for an all-villain or evil campaign.
You could even take the villain and just make a character and they don't have to be that evil.
Yeah. Flawed hero. All right. Who's going to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Sure.
So I brought in who I believe to be the best Disney villain ever.
Wow.
Okay.
Bold
3,
statement.
2, 1. Scar from the Lion King.
Ah,
I already know who it is.
Oh,
it's Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
oh, fair.
Oh, wait.
Excellent. Yeah, I changed my mind.
Switch up. I don't know who it is.
Wait.
No, I was going to build Yzma, and then I changed my mind in the 11th hour. Actually, while I was watching The Emperor's New Groove, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do Ursula.
You know what? She's not that bad, actually.
No, she's hilarious. I love her. I love Eartha Kitt as well. I think she was fantastic in that movie. But Ursula, she's the best one.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will not take any arguments on that.
All right. I
So
won't argue. Who's your Ursula?
I built Ursula as a sorcerer because there is an unearthed arcana origin called sea sorcery that was
very
just
cool.
obviously very thematic. Though one of the lines from it is just that you're never completely at peace unless you're near the sea, which I thought was cool. So
Under the sea.
exactly.
Under the
Darling,
sea.
it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Okay, and legally I have to cut you off there. Yeah, I mean, she's obviously a very charismatic kind of villain, so it felt kind of fitting that she would be a charismatic spellcaster.
Very cool.
So with this, she has the ability to breathe underwater because of her tie to the sea with this origin. Cool. She has a swim speed equal to her walking speed. She has something called Curse of the Sea, where you learn the secret of infusing your spells with a watery curse. And so when you damage someone with a cantrip that deals cold or lightning damage or force movement on them, they take an additional bane from your curse, which just felt very like sea witch.
Very
That's cool.
To me. I made her a changeling.
Okay.
Because she can like shift her shape,
Yeah.
which I thought was fun.
Yeah.
Obviously with Vanessa, who she turns into it towards the end of the movie. Spoiler, I guess, if you haven't seen any iteration of The Little Mermaid. And with that, she gets a +2 bonus to her charisma, which is important as a sorcerer. And then an extra bonus, which I added to her wisdom, which I'll go over all of those stats later and the proficiencies that come with that. For the background, I went for failed merchant. Not because she wasn't like obviously a merchant. She was like part of the court. She was
that was part of the prequel, actually.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Little Mermaid 2
that
actually
was her
delves into
origin
the prequel.
story.
Yeah.
Her failed e-commerce business.
Yeah, I chose it because she was
commerce actually.
Oh, very good. I chose that one because she was banished from the kingdom. That canonically, she was like cast away from the castle, and presumably like lost everything, like it says in the description of this background. And the suggested characteristics that go with it include strong personality, which she definitely has. The ability to make deals with hostile adversaries, which she definitely has, and the intuition for knowing what people want and need. So I just felt like that kind of fit. Like
that's perfect.
Yeah, not necessarily failed merchant, but all the stuff that went with it.
Nice.
Also, I noted down the art of business is the art of finding the best path to profit, and that path might be different with each transaction. And I feel like she knows that very clearly.
Yeah.
What's interesting about that, I don't know if it was your read or what, but that literally just sounded like the start of a corporate video.
It was the way I spoke and the way I held up one finger while I said it. And also I was wearing your tuxedo. Right. Okay. So I gave her the magic initiate feat for wizard, specifically so that I could give her find familiar because she has those eels. So I wanted her to have like a little minion.
A little guy.
Yeah. Also minor illusion and shape water, just for flav.
Cool.
Proficiencies. So with all of her little things, she has proficiency in arcana, intimidation, deception, persuasion, and insight, and proficiency with alchemist supplies for like all her little potions that she does.
Nice. Yeah.
And then spells, I just went like pure aesthetic. So mage hand, I figured could kind of work like her octopus arms, or eels helping her with stuff. I went for message because she can like kind of telepathically communicate with her eels, I'm pretty sure. Inflict wounds just seems like something she'd be into. Darkness, she lives in a cave, it's a cave. She lives in like the inside of like a well skeleton.
Yeah.
Enlarge, reduce from like that bit at the end where she turns into a giant. Whole person again, tentacle arm situation. Suggestion for how she gets Prince Eric under her spell. Clairvoyance because she has that like magic ball where she can spy on Ariel.
Nice.
And wall of water from like that bit at the end where she like traps Ariel in that like little circle in the sea.
Nice.
So yeah, all very just aesthetic Ursula from the movie spells.
Cool.
And then her ability scores, obviously I went number 1 charisma, then wisdom, then con just for like concentration on spells, then dex, intelligence, and strength.
Nice. And like, how would you role play that as a character? Like, how would you port that into
Excellent
fantasy
question.
world?
Excellent question. So I would probably just make her, again, like I would take probably the bit of her being like exiled from somewhere, probably just for being like really power hungry. This is also very similar to Yzma. So you can, I like power hungry women. So yeah, we'll talk about it later. So yeah,
That's the other podcast.
I would make her very shrewd probably, and that she likes to make deals or like bets that she knows that she can win in order to like get things from people. Probably like a little two-faced, really arrogant and egotistical.
The thing that strikes me as most important about playing a villain is you need to reconcile how to make your character party first and also a villain.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on how you'd make Ursula party first?
Well, I mean, she does show affection to her familiars.
True.
So I think if you were to do that, I imagine you would have some sort of like group backstory of like maybe they were all like cast out from where they were from or something, or like they met somewhere and they all have like something in common, because she is capable of showing affection.
Yeah, totally.
She just only does it for her eels, because obviously they're the only people who like her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would probably just try to have them have something in common, and that just like links them. Maybe they're all looking for like retribution or like vengeance on something, and so they all like made a pact, like the movie Do Revenge, that like Netflix movie Do Revenge, where they like help each other get revenge on their bullies. Yeah, the classic film Do Revenge
movie.
with Maya Hawke in it.
No, nothing about that rings a bell.
Anyway, you don't have to know about that.
Thank goodness.
That's very cool. That's awesome.
It's a great build.
That's a great build.
Thank you. I just love Ursula
Yeah.
and her songs.
Wow. And her poor unfortunate souls.
Who's next?
I can go, and then you can strongly bring us home.
Well,
I have made a character inspired by Freddy Krueger.
Ooh.
And the giggling is because, inspired by Kelly, I have given it a new name, Freddy Tooger.
excellent name choice. 10 out of 10. I love your character already, no matter what else happens.
Your Honor, he's biased. It's actually really funny because I was saying this to Kelly. I was like, oh yeah, obviously we're going to pick Disney villains. All of us are going to pick Disney villains. I'm so excited to see which Disney villains you guys chose. And like, I don't think either of you went Disney villain route. Just me? Okay.
Yep.
I was thinking about Disney villains, and I was like, oh, we want to be like more Halloween. So I thought I was going to be the only one doing a Disney villain.
Well, you would have been in good company if I do say so myself.
I was thinking about Scar.
Nice.
I was thinking about the guy from Princess and the Frog. I've got friends on the other side.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
And then not Disney, but I was thinking about Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I went with Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Tooger.
Freddy Tooger.
A tiefling wizard.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
School of Illusion.
Okay.
Oh, very cool.
Which there's School of Enchantment, which has like fear and stuff like that. But I like the idea of like illusion and all this sort of stuff to kind of like mess with people's reality, because you can't really spend a lot of time in the dreamscape in D&D.
Yeah.
You're not attacking people only in their dreams. So I figured the translation that I was doing was illusion.
Yeah.
Pretty casual build. Some highlights of the build are I did a lot of like charisma second stat, obviously int high stat.
Yeah.
Charisma second stat to do things like intimidation.
Nice.
For cantrips, like encode thoughts, message, minor illusion.
Nice.
Shocking grasp, because Freddy has got those claws.
Yeah, yeah.
And how are you expressing that as a wizard?
Nice.
Right.
So I thought I'd do shocking grasp and flavor it as like a claw attack.
That's cool.
And then taking spells that basically just mess with people. So obviously the illusion spells like blur, silent image, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then like phantasmal force.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I also thought you could do summoning spells, because you're like conjuring people's fears. So like summon undead, for example.
Yeah.
And then otherwise it's kind of just like a more bog standard wizard.
Nice.
Is what I was thinking. And then you're just like, I'm Freddy Tooger.
Yeah. Freddy Tooger.
And that is his catchphrase.
I'm Freddy Tooger. It's all about the mindset.
Yeah. Yeah. And how do you make Freddy Tooger party first?
I think I would make him like a guy who's like kind of obsessed with dreams is one thing that I would take as inspiration.
Yeah.
I would make him a dickhead. Freddy Krueger is a villain.
Yeah.
But I think that it's really easy to go party first as a villainous person, and that is whatever the goal or the central conflict or the central tension of the campaign is.
Yeah.
Your character thinks that solving it on the same side as the party is going to give them the most benefit or the most power.
Totally. Yeah. And like I actually haven't seen the movie, unsurprisingly. Not a horror person. Too scary for me. What does he want? Just to cause suffering? Does he want anything?
I think that he like feeds on fear and I haven't seen Nightmare on Elm Street since I was too young to see Nightmare on Elm Street. But I remember in one of the movies, he talks about like not being able to return back if nobody's afraid. And like the way that they, in at least one of the movies, defeat him is by realizing that like it's just a dream and he can't hurt you. And the lack of fear takes away his power.
I see. That's very interesting. Like being actually powered by fear is like an interesting aspect that you could play with, like a need to cause fear almost. Like chasing the high of causing fear or something.
Or
like
alternatively, like Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Or like literally it powers you up.
Oh, that's such a cute character journey. Like you're this edgelord guy trying to cause fear, and then at the end of the campaign, you find out that laughter brings much more power.
But by then it's too late.
Yeah, but because this is a villain campaign, so you're irredeemable. So it's too. You realize that on your dying bed. That's very good. Nice. That's very cool.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
Tiefling wizard, Freddy Tougar. Sorry, excuse me.
Freddy Tougar.
Yeah.
Tougar. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I also made a name for my character.
Hold on, can you give the original name for the character, and we'll change the one letter or whatever to make it your.
Yep. It's so I built Gollum.
Gollum. Okay, that's I'm very interested. Don't know what you named him. Wait. Threegle. Audio listeners, Lauren and I fist bump.
Yeah, that's well, now I don't want to say mine. It's not number related. He's a little bit sillier, so I built Lollum.
Okay.
Threegle's better though. Damn it.
Lollum is cute. A little bit less villainy.
All right, I built
like that from him.
Lollum the monk, obviously, because gotta be a monk. I tried to get fun with the build and do something fun by making him monk for Rogue One. But the 5th level of monk is so good that it is criminal to do that. You cannot do that. At 5th level monk, your strike goes from 1d6 to d8. You get your second attack and you get stunning strike. It's like the biggest power bump of any class. Not of any class, but so the build itself is not too interesting because it just is Gollum. Like it's
just a little guy, like just a little gremlin.
Halfling monk, and just like the actions, all like the fighting style and stuff. With the flurry of blows, you can add like an additional thing, like you can topple, push, or addle. There's also focused patient defense, where you can expend 1 focus point to take both the disengage and the dodge action as a bonus action. It's very much just like whenever he's fighting with Frodo and Sam, he's like running away, scrambling up rocks, and then like diving back down onto them.
Yeah, Lollum from the top rope, basically.
Lollum from the top rope. Exactly. And there's also, I don't know if this is new in 2024, but there's something called uncanny metabolism. Once per long rest, when you roll initiative, you can regain all expended focus points and regain 1d8 plus 5. So it's like a little bonus rest.
That is 2024, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's sweet.
I didn't know they changed the name of the resource too.
Yeah, from key points to focus points now. Very, very standard. Obviously, just push everything into Dex, managing with ASI and everything, getting to 18.
You putting points in wisdom for the AC there, bud, or what are you doing?
Prime stat, Dex, then Constitution, then Wisdom, then Strength, then Intelligence, and obviously Charisma is the dumb stat because Gollum and also monks.
But he has those big eyes. It's big Disney eyes.
Took the stealth skill, obviously, +7 to stealth.
Wow.
Deception, obviously, as well. And everything else is pretty bog standard monk. So just unarmed strikes. Obviously, I didn't give him any weapons. If you were actually playing with a monk, you could have a spear or something.
I didn't hear this in your skill list. Did you get survival? He's catching fishes.
I should have put survival in. That's definitely important for sure.
And what? Sorry, I'm like really intrigued by this build, and I like really want to build Gollum as well now.
Yeah.
What's his con stat?
Con is
Nice.
second highest, 15. So
Because it's got to be high, right? He lived to 6,000,
Yeah.
6 bajillion.
Yeah.
And he eats raw fish, right?
yeah, for sure.
And nothing else.
Oh, and another fitting ability, slow fall. When you fall, you can reduce any falling damage by 25.
Incredible.
That's great.
So that explains how he was able to fall and still be okay.
And tell me how you would endear Lollum to, say, a party of Ursula and Freddy Tougers.
Well, that's the thing is like he is so easy to put into a D&D campaign because he just has a singular focus. So you just, again, like Alex said, just take that and make sure it's aligned with the party.
Yeah.
And he will do anything. Like he will fully debase himself to be with people that he thinks will help him achieve his goal.
Yeah, now I see the connection as to why Kelly wants to play. Kelly loves to debase himself in a D&D campaign.
True.
He would love to play a little naked
I would love to play Gollum. And just like a little weird little naked guy running around who's just like, oh, my precious.
Reminder, this is Kelly's fantasy.
Can you do the character voice? Okay, and the not whispering version.
Just gotta
Do the what's taters.
Oh yeah.
What's? Oh, I'm sorry.
What's taters, precious?
Very good. Very good.
I have an anecdote.
Boil up, mash 'em. Oh no, wait, that's Sam's line.
Potatoes.
I have an anecdote real quick. So Kelly and I went to New Zealand on our honeymoon, and we went to a lot of spots where they filmed Lord of the Rings, and we went to the place called Gollum's Pool.
Where he's where
He like is fishing,
he's fishing, where
where
the Faramir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Beautiful spot.
and obviously Kelly portrayed the role of
Faramir.
no. Actually, yes, I think you did.
We did a little scene recreation.
Yeah, we did a scene recreation.
I remember
I played
seeing-
Frodo, and Kelly played Gollum.
I remember
And
seeing the
Faramir.
one that was, I can't carry it for you, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you.
Yeah.
You guys did that one too.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
we did the Tongariro crossing, which
Yeah.
is Mordor.
The best part about that was that we were there and there was one other group there and we were both kind of just like hanging out and we were waiting for them to leave so we could do our scene recreation. And then they were also just kind of like hanging out. And then eventually I think we just like,
Well, we finished, and then we left, and then as we were leaving, they
saw
pulled out
them,
a
like-
ring on a chain.
yeah,
and
and
they were doing the exact same thing.
same thing. It's like, okay. Yeah. It's not actually where they filmed it because where they filmed it was in studio, but apparently it's like inspired by
Yeah.
that waterfall.
Yeah. But it is called Gollum's
It
Pool.
is called Gollum's Pool.
So the question that Loren asked that you didn't answer is how does your character be allowed to travel with Ursula and Freddy Tougar?
True. He's the guide. Just like in Lord of the Rings, he has a key piece of information that your characters need for sure.
Right. And probably they feel a little bad for him.
And then that's the thing though, is like, especially like Ursula with her eels, like he would become a little pet to them as well. Like I feel like he could endear himself to them in that way of like being this like just weirdest little dude.
You would love playing this character. We were joking about it, but you would love playing this character.
It has everything that I love in a character. Gollum's not a villain. Gollum's a freaking hero.
We should do a D&D campaign where we each invite our therapist to the table to play with us.
Furiously taking notes. We have to cut this session short, actually. I've run out of paper.
We don't have enough sessions to deal with all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to pretend I didn't see any of this.
Those are 3 villainous characters that you can bring to your table for maybe a little villainous Halloween one-shot.
Preferably all together.
Preferably all
I
together.
would love to hear a story of these 3 characters.
Ursula, Freddy Tougar, and Lollum going on an adventure.
Or Threegle.
Or Threegle.
Yeah. Well, what's your character's name?
Oh, great question. Firstula.
Firstula?
Well, she's not, though, is she?
not
Well, then
Urtu-
because it goes
Urtula?
first, second.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Firstula, Freddy Tougar, Threegle.
Threegle.
Wow.
Very good.
Thank you.
That segment was brought to you by Kelly's Guide to Character Creation. Kelly's Guide to Character Creation, featuring chapters such as how to debase yourself in front of your friends and making the weirdest little guy possible. And that's our show. Thank you so much for listening to our second episode this month. With that, we'll just say happy Halloween. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Stay safe out there, kids, lest Freddy Cougar get ya. That segment was brought to you by forcing your friends to learn a new game system. Forcing your friends to learn a new game system. You can tie them to a chair to make them stay, but if you do, you'll probably have to do sex stuff to them after.
You know, one of the things that self-help books has taught me is instead of saying have to, you say get to.
That's true.
So you get to do sex stuff to them.
Yeah, that's nice. That's the glass half full way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Listen, Kelly, we don't make the rules.
The board game nights I've been to are very different.
Just because your board game nights aren't like that doesn't mean...
Yeah, Kelly excuses himself. Get crazy.
Yeah, I always leave my board games at 8:30 though.
Fully clothed. And that's the way he likes it.